Greetings, one and all, and welcome to the Open Handed Classroom. I want to extend a special thank you to you, yes, you, for stopping by. Now, students, before us, as you can see on the screen, is a math question. And I got this question from the 2018 Paper 1 BJC Math examination. Now, let's look at this question. Notice that this question is currently unsolved, but I assure you that by the end of this video, this math question would be completed. So, I have a question for you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Then let's dive in. We begin by reading the instructions. The instruction states the following: answer all questions in the spaces provided. Show all necessary working. Now, this question 1A, is actually an addition problem. And what this question is asking us to do is find the sum. Find the sum of these three numbers. This question wants us to add the numbers 1,465, 793, and 21. Now, some of you watching this video may probably be saying, "Instructor, this is an easy question. All this is addition. This is a piece of cake. I have been doing addition problems since primary school." If you find yourself in this category, if you feel able enough to tackle this question without my supervision, then I encourage you, go ahead, pause the video and attempt this question on your own. And I'll see you on the other side of the pause. Okay, now that you're done attempting this question on your own, let's try it together. I am going to write the addition problem. I'm going to write the addition problem that we were given on the screen. The largest number out of the three numbers that we were given is 1,465. 1,465. The second largest number out of the three numbers that we were given is 793. And the smallest of the three numbers is definitely 21. 21. Now don't forget the plus sign, and certainly don't forget to draw the line below. Or I should say, don't forget to draw this line that is below these three numbers. All right. What I want you to notice is that there are 4 columns. Yes, there are 4 columns. You say, "Instructor, where are the 4 columns?" I'll pinpoint the first one to you. The first column that I will pinpoint is this column. The column that contains these three numbers, 5, 3, and 1, right? Now this column is called the ones column. The ones column. Or some persons call it the units column. The units column. Now there is another column. There's another column. We're going to use this color. This column contains the numbers 6, 9, and 2. And this column, which contains the numbers 6, 9, and 2, is called the tens column. Some persons also call this the tens place column. Okay, what is the next column? The next column, we're going to use this color. The next column contains the numbers 4 and 7. And this column is called the hundreds place. Sorry, the hundreds column or the hundreds place column. Okay, hundreds column. Hundreds column or hundreds place column. And the last column that we have here that I'm going to identify is this column containing only the number 1 in it. And this column is called, can you guess? Thousands column. Thousands column. Or some people, it is also known as, I should say, it's also known as the thousands place column. So thousands column. All right, so we have our columns. Look at that. We have our columns. We have the ones column, we have the tens column, we have the hundreds column, and we have the thousands column. Let's move on to the next slide. I want you to notice that although we have these 4 columns, notice that these columns do not have the same number of digits in each. Notice that the ones column has 3 digits. The tens column has 3 digits, so these 2 columns have the same number of digits. But when we move over to the hundreds column, notice that the hundreds column only has 2 digits, 1 and 7. And in the thousands column, we only have 1 digit, and that digit is 1. Now, for this question, and in the way that I'm teaching you it, I want us to before we start adding, I want that each column to have the same number of digits in each, right? I want for each column to have the same number of digits. All right? And in order to do this, what we will do is that wherever we see an empty space, we are going to put 0, the placeholder. Notice that there is an empty space below the 7. So we're going to put what? We're going to put 0. So let's do that. Sorry, let's use black to do this. All right. Okay, so we're going to put 0 below the 7. Let's do this. All right, good. Notice that there are other empty spaces. An empty space here below the 1 and an empty space also there. So let's place our 0. So we're going to place a 0 below the 1 and a 0 right here. All right, look at that. Awesome. Now, each of our columns have the same number of digits. Now we are ready to add. Okay. So when we are adding, right? When we are adding, we want to start with which column? Which column you think we want to start with? Yes, we want to start with the ones column first. All right, so we want to start with the ones column first. So let us, and this is how we're going to do it. We're going to start with the ones column first, right? We're going to start with the ones column first, and we're going to add all the digits that are in the ones column first. Then we're going to move on to the tens column and add all the digits that are in the tens column. Then we are going to move over to the hundreds column and add all the digits that are in the hundreds column. And then we are going to go to the thousands column and add all the digits that are in the thousands column. All right, so let us do that. Let us start with the ones column. All right, notice that in the ones column, we have the numbers, we have the numbers, 5, 3, and 1, and we want to add these numbers. So let's first add 5 and 3. So 5 plus 3 equals 8. 5 plus 3 equals 8. But we're not done yet because we have to what? We have to add this 1 as well. So 8 plus 1 equals what? equals 9. 8 plus 1 equals 9. Now we're going to take this 9 and we are going to place that right here below the 1. All right. And this 9 will be, and this 9 is the ones place, or this 9 is in the ones place of our answer. Now we move on to the next column. The next column, we move over to the next column, which is the tens column. And the next column contains the numbers 6, 9, and 2. And we're going to add those 3 numbers. So let's begin. 6 plus 9. 6 plus 9, even if you have to use your fingers, you could do that. But 6 plus 9 is 15. Okay, 6 plus 9 is 15. But we're not done yet because we have to deal with 2. We have to add 2 as well. And we say 15 plus 2 equals what? Equals 17. 17. 17 is different than 9, right? How is 17 different from 9? Well, 9 is a 1-digit number and 17 is a 2-digit number, all right? So the way we handle 17 is going to be different. Yes, it's going to be different. Notice that 17 is a 2-digit number. It has a 1 in it and it has a 7 in it and it has a 1 in it. We are going to take this 7 and we're going to place it underneath the 2, right? And this 7 is going to be in the tens place of our answer. And we are going to take what? The number 1 and place it, guess where? Above the 4, above the 4. And this 4 is in, of course, the hundreds place. All right, good. So notice now that we are in the hundreds place and we're going to what? We're going to add all the digits that are in the what? That are in the hundreds place. So let's do that. Let's do that. And we got to include, and we have to include that 1 that is on top of the 4. All right, so let's do that. First, we're going to add 1 and 4. So we say 1. Let's make that better. So we say what? We say 1 plus 4, right? 1 plus 4 is what? 1 plus 4 is indeed 5. So 1 plus 4 is indeed 5, all right? But we're not done yet because we have what? We have 7 that we have to take into consideration. So we say what? 5 plus 7 equals what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, 12. So 5 plus 7 is 12. But we're not done yet because we have to deal with what? We have to deal with 0. So we say what? 12 plus 0. 12 plus 0 equals 12. Notice that we again have a what? A 2-digit number. 12 indeed is a 2-digit number. And remember what we did with that 2-digit number 17 before. We're going to do a similar thing for this one. Notice that 12 has the numbers what? 2 and 1. We're going to take this 2. We're going to place it right below the 0. All right, awesome. And we're going to take this 1 and we're going to place it. Guess where we're going to place it? Yes, we're going to place it above the 1, right? Above this 1, which is already in the thousands place. Listen, students, we're almost done. We are literally in our last column, which is the thousands place. We just have to add the numbers that are in the thousands place, and then we are done. All right, so let me erase. All right, so what are the numbers that are in the thousands place? What are the numbers that are in the thousands place? The numbers that are in the thousands place are 1, 1, 0, and 0. So let us add these numbers together. Okay, so 1 plus 1 equals 2, right? 1 plus 1 is 2. But we're not done because we have to add 0. So 2 plus 0 equals 2. And notice we're not done because we also have to add this 0. And 2 plus the last 0 is 2. Wow. All right. So we're going to take this 2. This is a single digit number. It's not a multi-digit number. It's a single digit number. We're going to take this number and we're going to place it right here beneath the 0. Notice we are done. We are done. We have found the sum. We have found the sum of these three numbers. And the answer, or the sum that we have found, the sum of the three numbers that we were given, the sum of the three numbers, 1,465, 793, and 21, the sum of these three numbers is indeed 2,279. Awesome. Awesome.